We are Duel Legion. Hey guys, it's Legend that Sick Boy, Legend the Sick Boy, Legend that Sick Boy, representing Duel Legion, coming at you with another deck profile video. And this week's double feature, as I should say, as we said in our last video, if you watched it, it was going to be of Crusadia and zombies. This one, so I really couldn't get the zombies deck, and I'm still tweaking the Crusadia deck, was going to be Prank Kids, and our other post up is going to be of Orcrest. Way better. I feel is doing great in this format right now. But always want to give Vic down at the shop a shout out and show him some love. He's on 8th Street in Elizabeth, down Chinatown. And guys, as always, like, subscribe, ring that bell for more notifications, and just to show some love and support for you guys and the Duel Legion. For us at the Duel Legion, I should say, right? But jumping right on into it, Prank Kids, right? So reason why I chose the Prank Kids build for this double feature is, one, it's kick-ass, and two, it's easy as hell. Like, you don't have to be a Yugi genius to run and operate this deck and actually get wins off of it. So we start with the monsters. It's pretty basic. You run 3 of each. You start off with the level 1 Fancy into Dropsy. They all have that borderline effect of when they're linked or fusion summoned for a Prank Kids monster, you get to search out for Prank Kids except the cards you linked or fusion for, i.e. Fancy and Dropsies can go to Lampsy and Roxy's, not into themselves, and bring them into defense mode on the field. And then they have the other effect of Dropsies gain 1,000, Lampsy basically turns to Fool's Burials for your Prank Kids. Lampsy burns you and searches out, and Roxy, basically you discard a card from your hand, you draw a card, and you search out. Really good. So you just run 3 of each at a 12 card. It's really simple. On top of that, guys, hey, Ash is now reprinted in commons, very easy to get now. So guys, get your hands on it to advance your plays and to just start, winning and actually being relevant in the meta. So far from that, some people usually cut it off at that. I actually just tuck in 1 King of the Swamp. Playing test duels and actually dueling with the deck, King of the Swamp is a clutch card. It comes in every single time, because right when you don't have a fusion card, you draw King of the Swamp and you get your poly. Really good, really simple. 16 monsters, can't get no better than that. Like I said, it's really easy, and the rest of the deck is just spell cards. I don't run any trap cards for it. So running into that, it's Prank Kid's place. Basically, their searcher, you activate, you search for a Prank Kid, and when you link summon, all your monsters gain 500 attack, and when you fusion summon, all your opponent's monsters lose 500 attack, and that effect stays on the field whether this card leaves the field or not. Cool. 2 Terraform is just to search out for it, because it is a great card and it does speed up your deck. 2 Prank Kids Pranks. Thinking about dropping it down to 1. It's great at 2 though. I don't see, it's a good card. You discard, you get to summon a Prank Kids token, and when you have 3 or more Prank Kids in the grave, you can shuffle back and then draw 1. Really good. Doesn't really bother me too much. Prank Kids Pandemonium, which is basically their fusion, and it's a quick play card, so you can actually fuse on your opponent's turn, whether you want to do that or not. So it's a polymerization basically. You're running a fusion deck, so you want 3 of them. Pretty explanatory. Moving along. Sorry if I got a little fuzzy there. Of course, 3 polys. That should be your go-to. And I was kind of adverse to the invocations, but they're great. Honestly, outside the invocation engine, they're just basically an essential polys in your hand, so you can just fuse from your hand and continue going into your Rocket Ride and going into your place. So 2 of them is great. You don't have to run the Meltdown or the Alistair to search them out. You're going to draw them eventually. You're going to draw polymerizations. You're going to really more run into Pandemoniums, because you do search for it out way faster and way more. So just think about that in a sense. 3 instant fusions, just because it is the other way to establish board and put another monster on the field without actually going through too much work, and you get Weather Washer and Rocket Ride back, so they're freaking great fusion cards. So you want more of them. So 3 instant fusion I felt was great, and plus you're pretty much gaining off of Dropsies with the 1,000, so you're not really paying for these. 3 Call by the Grave, because hand traps are relevant. Also graveyard effects, so you just hit everything. 2 Twin Twisters, because since you're running all spells, Anti-Spell Fragrance and Imperial Order and Secret Village, they all just nerf you. So if you're going against Ulster, you're going against Sky Strikers, you're going against ninjas of some formats, you want to have that option to chain to your spell cards where you can actually get your infects and then hit them with Twin Twister, knocking out their back row. So pretty much a great card in this way. And just for tech out, 1 Monster Born, because you're always dumping monsters into the graveyard, you're always throwing them back. It's a quick way to get your Butler back. It's a quick way to get your Rip Roaring Roaster. It's a really good card to get your other cards that you're going to have to pop just to destroy your opponent's field, so you could just bring them back with Monster Born. I thought it was just a great tech card. It wasn't a hard choice, I guess, right? And yeah, that's the extra deck. I mean the normal deck, the main deck, I should say. Again, only 16 monsters, 24 spell cards in a 40 card build. So very simple, very easy to run, inexpensive, and you could just kick ass with it. Moving into the extra deck, 1 Battling Butler. You can put more of him, but he, like I said, with the Monster Reborn, you're not really, he's going to wipe, born him back, slap, slap, slap game. You're not really going to go too hard into going into rejuvenating a part of him, plus if you're doing other things as well. Weather Washer, great. You basically contribute on your opponent's turn, summon 2 Prank Kids monsters from your graveyard to the field. Pretty self-explanatory. Rocket Ride the Juice, I call him. He does the same thing, but on your turn, so he's more effective, in my opinion, in that way. That's why I call him the Juice, man. You just Rocket Ride, Palmization, pop out, bring, and then just had you, at the end of the day, you have 4 monsters on the field with just a Palmization. You don't even normal summon yet. So it's just an amazing thing. Running into Bow Wow Bark for the links of him. Bow Wow Bark is a great card necessarily because it provides 1,000 boost to your monsters, Prank Kids, and then you contribute them, I believe, on your opponent's turn to bring 2 Prank Kids monsters from graveyard to your hand. So that's pretty cool. The better version, I feel, is Doodle Doo Doodle Doo. Reason being, he searches out for a Prank Kid spell card or trap card, so you can bring Pandemonium into your hand, you can bring Place to your hand, you can bring any freaking spell or trap card, Prank Kids to your hand, and then he does the same thing Bow Wow Bark does, but is on your turn again. So again, you want to run 3 of them, because if you are fishing out and you do get a Palmization, you want to go get and tribute him, bring it back, go into Rocket Ride again, and just milk it again for the next turn. And of course, just like 1 Battling Butler, 1 Rip Roaring Roaster. Basically, Battling Butler is your Geki, he's your Harpy Feather Duster. Pretty simple for that. You run majority of the Prank Kids. The only ones I've run outside the Prank Kids, of course, is a Boarlord. This thing has gotten reprinted twice. So either get you a dual power or buy you some Mega Pack 10s 18. Pick your cards. He comes out in either or. I popped out this one, Mega Pack 18, and I popped out 1 in the dual power. So, and my boy popped out another 1 in the dual power. So he's really easy to get. So stop playing yourselves. 1 Totally Awesome, just because you can make it. And yeah, he's totally awesome. I don't really go into him a lot. Like, he's just there just if the situation calls for it. And I was battling between Link Karibo and other cards, but I finally settled on just Equinox from Crusaders, just for the pump and for game. That's pretty much all I really run him for. So yeah. But hey guys, like, subscribe, ring the bell, support the Duel Legion, do what you guys gotta do. Check out the videos, and check it out, because the next video is going to be Orcrest. I'm about to put that up right after this one. Cool guys? So, we are Duel Legion.